Welcome to Toy Business Unboxed, your gateway to the secrets of the toy industry. Here, Jason Shea, a toy entrepreneur and expert in the field.
Every product we develop is really inspired by some of the real life experience that we have with our son.
60% of all toys last year were sold on Amazon, which is incredible.
Be passionate about it because it's a road, it's a journey.
Like when you have an idea that you think is like gonna somewhat like change the world, make things better, I'd say go for it.
We'll guide you through the enchanting world of toy design, marketing, and manufacturing. Now let the unboxing begin.
Welcome back to another episode of Toy Business Unboxed podcast. Today we're joined by Douglas, a serial entrepreneur, a board game creator, a professor, and a father. Over the last few decades, he has launched multiple different businesses, especially the current business he's currently operating called Jumping High Five, with main mission to make life more fun, more meaningful, and human. Whether he's teaching entrepreneurship at a college or designing interesting games that spark family collections, Douglas actually definitely have a very diverse background in all walk of life. Thank you so much for joining us on the podcast today.
Well, thanks for having me, Jason. That was a great introduction. Even the video intro, I enjoyed. It's inspiring.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and first, if you don't mind sharing with your audience a little bit about, like, maybe you want to talk about your the teaching career first, then how you get into the gamings and board games companies. That'll be great. So.
Yeah, well, I've been doing teaching and Jumping High Five games for 10 years. So I started them at the same time. Okay. It was really about, I was transitioning out of my old company called Hire the World, and I knew that I didn't want to be in software development anymore. And I had done motivational speaking. I continued to do motivational speaking. So I really did want to become a teacher. And when I was doing my master's degree, they said, hey, you can either do an internship or a 6-month internship, or you can start a new business. And I was like, oh, I'll start a new business. Thinking I could use one of my existing businesses, not thinking that I gave him my entire resume when I was applying to the program. And so it was actually the start of Jumping High Five was a master's degree project that I hacked together, which was a Kickstarter. So that I didn't have to do a 6-month internship. So basically,
I see. That's how you got in.
To try to minimize work and maximize fun, and it just was a business that ended up sticking.
I see. Okay, very interesting. And what was the first game that you worked on?
The first game that we ever worked on, we created it for $100. It was getting the graphic files. It was a deck of cards. It was simply a deck of cards. It was called Language Playing Cards. Learn the 52 most valuable Spanish phrases while traveling, or while playing your favorite card game. So if you love crib or poker, or if you wanted to play, asshole, which is like a backpacker's favorite, right? You could play the card game, and while you're looking at your cards, it would have the phrases that were most useful for the language of the country you're traveling in.
Oh, very interesting. So that was the first game that you ever created for the company as part of the project. So.
Yeah, it was the first game, and it was it's an entrepreneurial story that I share with a lot of my students, because they're like, oh, it's so hard to start a business. It takes lots of resources. I'm like, all of Jumping High Five games really started just throwing up some images, some photos onto Kickstarter. I think we raised maybe about $2,100. I think we sold. I think we had 86 backers or something like that. We did no marketing. Like it was. I forgot about it because I was at the University of Victoria at the time, and the coursework was so busy. Yeah, and I got an email from Kickstarter being like, "Oh, your Kickstarter has been backed," and I was like, "Oh man, I have to make a product. Like I have to get these. I have to ship these.
You have to ship it now.
How does that work? Like I had no experience, so it was. It was wanting to become a teacher that really was the starting point for Jumping High Five games, and I don't know if I've ever connected those two dots before until right now.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I do agree. Sometimes you just need to start. I mean, that's very similar to my own journey. I didn't have any background in toy design and running a toy company, so I just started as a weekend project, and you just grow slowly. So I think sometimes people are afraid just to take actions. They tend to overthink and never start or take any actions. So
yeah. I think like a lot of people say that knowledge is power, but it's really potential power.
Yeah.
Superpower is taking action and being okay with failure. Because
That's true.
if anything I've done like most successfully is just failed time and time and time. I have more failure than successes in my life for sure, but that has allowed the successes to add up as well, because I didn't wait till the timing was perfect or I had the perfect information. I just dive into projects that kind of light me up and learn on the go. So
Yeah,
I think that's super valuable what you're saying.
for sure. And I think in the pre-interview, you also mentioned about you want to design a life that you don't need to escape from. What does it look like for you right now in your day-to-day life?
Yeah. So like I love escape board games. I love escape rooms, but I don't want to escape from my life. Yeah. So what does that look like? I guess it's, if I look at my calendar, I'm excited about things that are upcoming. Um, that's a change. That's a change from my initial startup with Hire the World. I had lots of meetings that I dreaded going to. Um, I've learned to say no a lot more and like really look for opportunities that I can leverage. And it's not just business stuff. So like I'm a dad, so it's a lot less of like chasing productivity. Do you know what? If I really think about it, I'm chasing productivity less and I'm chasing presence more. Right?
Oh, okay.
I'm really looking less into the future. I'm trying to. As a business person,
Yeah.
as a competitive person, I think about the future a lot and what we can do to maximize the future for sure. And so that's why I think I say that I'm chasing presence, because the most valuable memories I have in the last 4 or 5 years